All right, I didn't expect to be doing this, but I am live on stream at the moment. I didn't want to check that. Oops, kind of a little bit. Okay, that's really good news, though. I wanted to head over here to snipe some 2012 monsters. I was streaming, and I checked the price of the 2012 market, and I saw some cheap memers, and I kind of want to buy these. They're not super cheap. I can't even buy both of them, but it's 2012 Pokemon for 80K, and I think that they're just going to continue to slow rise. We're going to put that in there, and then bam, call it a day. Yo, what's up? My name is Patrouski, and welcome back to episode 2 of building a 2012 Pokemon collection from scratch by just flipping 2012 Pokemon. Now, both of my previous flips have sold. The Abra for 250k and the Dratini for 250k. I think we bought both of them for at least around 200k. I honestly can't remember the exact numbers. I'm sure you guys will know better than me, but we're going to go ahead and collect those. Add 500,000 Pokeyen, 565k to our funds now to go ahead and actually find some more flips. And we have this Ditto listed for 800k. Now, I do want to go ahead and go check. What's the current cheapest Ditto? Was there a reason why this one's a little more expensive? No, it's the current cheapest Ditto. Now, I want to remind you guys, 2012 months are firstly awesome. But I started this series with 1 million Pokeyen. Yeah, so it's the cheapest Ditto still. So if somebody wants a Ditto for the collection, okay, that's a fair price, absolutely. Now, I started this challenge with 1 million Pokeyen, so if my Ditto sells, and, you know, I have everything, I'd be at around 1.3 million. So I've already made a little over, you know, 300k just from these couple flips, which is a gym run. You know, that's really, really cool. So let's go ahead and check out what are the cheapest 2012 Pokemon right now. We see this Executor. First things first, we see the Nidoran, yada yada. Let's go ahead and check out the normal big ball-in hitters that I kind of like to check out. Things like Chansey, things like Kangaskhan. See if anything's underpriced. Things like Tauros. This one has a particle effect, which is pretty cool. 600k for this Tauros. You could argue that's underpriced, but I'm going to come back to it. Snorlax, 350k. There's 4 of them, though, all around the same price. Let's just sort of browse through. Let's look at whoa. We just caught a snipe live. Who saw that? This Abra just got listed. 2012 Abra. That was awesome timing. For 5k. Just got listed for 5k. We just bought it. Wow. Talk about good for the series. If you can hit, that was insane. That was just now listed. You could, oh, someone's listing more. Oh my goodness. No way. If we could, no fucking way. If we could get, no way. If someone is consistently listing 2012 Mons for like 5k, that would be, oh, dude, that would be like cheat mode for this series. I just bought another one for, no way. No way. Someone's listing 2012. This guy's listing 2012 Abras for like 3 to 5k a piece. Oh, dude, no way. Zungo. Oh, dude, we could make some insane. Each of these Abras is going to be resold for like what? 250k. We are making 245k. 245k per one of these Abras bought. I just made like 1 mil Pokeyen. Talk about an episode 2. Talk about timing. Dude, what? What's this Starmie been up for 200k? No way. I am making a killing on this. I'm gonna make a goddamn killing. I'm just gonna sit here forever and buy as many of these as I can get. I just made 5k per. I'll sell them all for around 200k a piece, maybe slowly or something. Dude, that is unbelievable. I'm gonna, what? 200k? Yeah, that's 1 mil. I just made like 1.2 million Pokeyen in a matter of a couple seconds from sniping 2012 Mons. Dude, 2012 Mons have some of the most insane potential. Also, Abras are a really cool 2012 Mon to have because people can actually use them as teleport utility Pokemon like in their daily life. So it's like a cool utility Pokemon. Sorry for the flashing lights on screen. No way. He has more. I don't know what to say besides like this is insane. This is unbelievable. This is an insane. This is insane Pokeyen. I don't know what to say. I'm gonna go ahead and list one of these, I guess, for 240. Or should I even just let me just wait? Let me just keep buying before anyone else notices what's happening. This is another 2012. Yeah, it has to be. We'll buy that for 4k. Dude, this is insane. I'm gonna sit here and keep doing this. Start date. Wow. This is insane money to come. I did not. I was hoping that at one point throughout the series I would find, you know, 1 or 2 listings underpriced like that, right? 1 or 2 listings of someone who doesn't realize 2012 Mons are worth, you know, a lot of value. I didn't expect someone to list like 7 Abras or 8 Abras in a row that were all 2012 caught. That was unbelievable. This Starmie is also interesting to me. I'm really curious, like, it's not the cheapest Starmie. There's even a Staryu. Okay, so I'm not going to touch it then. But that was... Any more Abras? I'm going to sit here and just refresh for a sec to see if any more come through. That was unbelievable. I think he's done. I haven't seen any listed in the last 2 minutes or so, but that was, dude, that was ridiculous. I'm going to go ahead. So I'm going to go ahead and list 1 or 2 of them. I don't want to list too many at one time. They didn't have any IVs or anything. None of them have any IVs. I don't want to list stuff too quickly. I want to keep one of them as well. Honestly, let me go ahead and see which has like the best special attack and special or speed. Any of them? Not really any of them. This one's Rash. Maybe I keep that one because it's Rash. Probably not going to use it for... Actually, I need to keep 3, don't I? I just realized I need to keep 3 of these hilariously. Yeah, I want to keep 3 of these. That's really, really funny. But yeah, I want to keep 3 of these. I'm going to keep this one, and a female one. Yup. I need to keep like this one or something. That's so funny. I need to keep 3 of these for Abracadabra and Alakazam. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and keep 3 of those for the time being, and we'll go ahead and sell the rest of these off. I bought all of these, keep in mind, for 5k a piece. I'm gonna go ahead and list them for 249,899 like this. I'm gonna list like, ooh, how many do I actually want to list? Like 2 or 3. I don't want to list all of them. You don't want to list all of them and have them sit and not sell, and also make people think like the economy is kind of flooded. So I'm gonna list 2. I'm gonna list 2 like that for now. I think. Because there's 2 other Abras, or there's 1 other Abra around the same price on the GTL right now. There's 1 more Abra. Oh wait, this guy, is this Zungo? Oh, he learned. I'm still gonna buy it. 80k. I'll pay 80k for that. He kind of learned. So I'm listing these for 250k. He kind of learned that he was listing them for too cheap. 80k is still too cheap, my friend. I'll dead and buy those up. That's crazy. Now I'm gonna have to slowly sell these. But this is what happens. Someone comes back to the game. So I have, yeah, there's 1 more listed for 250k that I didn't list. And then I have these 2 listed, slightly undercutting. So we'll see. I'll list 1 more, honestly. 1 more. I'll list 3 at that price and see what happens. And, you know, if one of those sells, each one of those that sell, it's, you know, how much profit, right? It's 200 whatever K. 200, essentially, well, minus the 12k listing fee. It does end up being like 230. Oh, only 235k profit per. Oh my god. A Chansey. He listed a Chansey. A Chansey for 80k. Oh, dude, Zungo is coming back, realizing 2012 Mons are worth money, but not realizing how to price check them or how much. Shout out to Zungo. I appreciate it, man. Really cool name. I just bought a Chansey for 80k. 2012 Chanseys, if you don't know, are really expensive because they were 550k a piece. Now, the question is, do I just want to keep this one for my collection? I think I might. Man, we shall see. That was insane. You don't see stuff like this every day, fellas. You hope that it happens. You hope that it happens, but you do not see stuff like this all the time. That was... I'm so glad I took a break. He started listing again. Oh, dude, this is awesome. Let's see if good old Zungo lists anything else, man. I think Zungo might have smartened up. He might have smartened up. It's been 3 minutes since, it's been a while, 12 minutes since his last post. He might have realized, you know what, people are insta-buying my stuff. He even paused for a second, upped the price to 80k for a bit, so he's obviously noticing something's strange, and he's like, you know what, people are insta-buying my stuff. This can't be, I can't be listing it for the correct price, obviously. I'm under-listed, and that's, dude, that's just the way the GTL goes. That's a... Dude, man, what a crazy, crazy find to just start recording and see... That is the most insane chain of 2012 Pokemon listed. The most insane amount of 2012 snipes I've ever seen consecutively in PokeMMO. That was awesome. But for now, unfortunately, I have to go stream actually. So this is going to be the end of my Zungo clips for me. But it seems like it might be the end of him. I'll keep an eye out on my main account as well while I'm live and everything. But I don't want to be buying Zungo stuff live for the most part. I don't want people to find out if possible that he's, you know, I don't have the competition, I guess, but we'll see. That was nuts. I'll see you guys with the next clip of what's going on with the 2012 market. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is the next day, and would you look at this? All 3 of our Abras listed have actually sold, and the price of Abras have been bumped up. I now have over 1 mil pure cash. Man, look at, okay, this is the progress of the account so far. Over 1 mil pure cash, so I have more Pokeyen than I started with. I have an 800,000 worth Ditto on the GTL, and then I also have
all of these 2012 Pokemon in my first box. A 2012 Poliwhirl added to the collection, a 2012 Execute, 3 2012 Abras, a 2012 Chansey, and 3 more 2012 Abras down here to actually resell. So let's go ahead and actually list those. Now, those have actually gone up in price because people bought them up seemingly to raise the market. I actually didn't do this. This was not my doing by any means, but they're currently sitting around 400,000 Pokeyen. So I'm going to go ahead and list these for, I'm probably going to list 2 of them. I might just list all 3 for this price, 400k or so, but it's tough because I almost want to list 2. I'm going to list all 3, I think, but these listing fees really do matter a lot more to me when I'm at this, this Pokeyen point. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and relist those. Excuse my voice, I'm just waking up, so apologies, but there we go. Should have a lot more Pokeyen coming in, and I mean, from this point on, it's just sitting and waiting until these sell as well. Like, those Abras took 1 day to sell, literally 1 day, probably less. I mean, I just log in on this account every single morning, wake up, check your emails, check your 2012 flips. You guys know the drill. But that's it for today. I'll see you guys later. Wait a minute, just kidding. If that was it for today, I'd be an absolute goddamn fool, because look at this. I'm sitting at a little over 1 million Pokeyen. Why would that be? Why would I not go make more flips? Why would I sit with 1 mil Pokeyen just sitting in my bank account, not go use that to make some more money? Let's go check out to see if there's any flips or anything we can go ahead and pick up for our account. I love the idea of one of the end goals of this series to be trying to get a 2012 shiny. However, these prices are pretty insane. I mean, they make sense. They're this rare, guys, but at the same time, I don't know if I'll ever be able to flip up to this amount, but it would be a really, really cool. At this point, I honestly have no idea what the end of this series is going to look like. I'm just trying to build a collection while flipping 2012 Pokemon. That's all I have so far. It's pretty insane to think at the time of recording in November 29th, 2023, there's only 181 2012 Pokemons listed on the GTL at all. That's it. Less than 200 2012 Pokemon even exist on the market. I think if that doesn't show their scarcity, I don't know what does. A lot of this market really comes down to how many collectors actually develop, but the scarcity is extremely there. I really do think I'm going to go ahead and just pick up some Pokemon today for fun for the collection that I think are cheap. So first things first, I'm going to pick up this Magnemite for 150k. There's none other on the GTL, so it's looking pretty good. And I'm really tempted to pick up this Aerodactyl. I think I'm going to go ahead and do it. It's level 100. An Aerodactyl, it's EV trained perfectly, which, doesn't really matter, but Aerodactyl, 400k. What's cool about this is that obviously you would have had to get an old Amber and stuff. I'm going to go ahead and do this. It will not obey me because I don't have enough badges. That's a hilarious sentence to see. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead. Cool, they give you a warning. I didn't even know they give you a warning for that. So I'm going to go ahead and buy these to go ahead and just add to the collection, which is pretty freaking cool in my opinion. And we're going to go ahead and so we have some pretty expensive rare stuff in our collection, like Chansey, Aerodactyl. Our collection total value would be a really cool thing to calc up at one point. And now I'm sitting at that price point of 474k left to do some flipping. Now, do I really have that much? Do I really have any flips here? I'm going to be honest, I don't really think so. I don't know if there's any potential for any flips from what I've been seeing, but I'll keep an eye out. Okay, I think what I'm actually going to do, this is the thing that I've decided on. I'm going to go ahead and try to flip this Aerodactyl. Since there's literally none other on the GTL, I'm going to go ahead and try to sell it, I think, for 1 mil. I think that's my price point for a rare fossil like this. It's an old Amber fossil. It's not from an old Amber fossil. It's not even like Kabuto or Ammonite where you have to pick it up throughout the storyline. You can miss old Amber. You can go ahead and pass through Pewter City and just never worry about it. I know a lot of players did that. So I'm going to go ahead. Yeah, I'm going to try to list this thing for 1 million Pokeyen and just see what happens over time. And since I'm turning that into a flip instead of a collection piece, I'm going to go ahead and pick up one of my favorite Gen 1 Pokemon. It was my favorite Gen 1 Pokemon, or not this quite, but I could pick up a Dragonite. I'm going to go ahead and pick up a Dragonair. One of the coolest, Gen 1 Pokemon. Obviously, most people love it. Dragonite, Dragonair, this whole lineup of Pokemon. This is a really cool one to add to the collection. This is one I more so care about added to the collection, which I'm happy about. And I have 169k Pokeyen. I might go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and pick up this Nidorino as well, or Nidoran, excuse me, male, because that was a huge Pokemon back in the day. Really actively caught. They're pretty cheap right now, but a lot of those Safari common mons were just caught the most, which is understandable. But we'll see what happens. I could, might not stay cheap for long. So here we go. Here's what I have at the moment at the end of episode 2 in my collection: the Poliwhirl, the Execute, the Triple Abra, 1 Chansey, 1 Magnemite, 1 Dragonair, and 1 Nidoran. Pretty damn good collection so far. And then in the GTL, we've got 800k, 1.2 mil worth of Pokeyen, 1.6, what is that, 2 mil, and then 3 mil worth of Pokemon selling. Obviously, tough estimates. 2012 bonus take a long time to sell. It's hard to price check, so this is a very, very tough estimate. So we're probably sitting at around 3 million in Pokeyen there. How much value in Pokemon here? Let's go ahead and do a full calculator. Let the calculator up, actually. Keep in mind, this is obviously a rough estimation, but if you've got 3 mil over in the GTL selling, we've got, this is around 100k for a Poliwhirl, nothing crazy. Executes also around 100k, nothing crazy. Abras are apparently around 400k a piece right now. I'm going to mark them as like 350 each. I think that's only fair. Plus 350. I'm probably going to evolve them at some point as well, so we'll go ahead and do plus 700k for the other two. We'll do that. Then we've got a Chansey. It's currently worth around 550k. And we've got a Magnemite, which I think is worth more. It's currently the cheap that I bought it for 1.5 mil. And the next is Magnezone at 1 mil, which is ridiculous. But I'll probably check like 300k. But once again, kind of just throwing out a number that I think is right. Is that really the value? This is a huge guesstimation. So please keep that in mind. Don't take this number too seriously. But it's the best expectation of value I guess we can have. And then Dragonair we bought for 300k. I'd say that's pretty fair. And then Nidoran we bought for 100k. That's about it. So currently at around 5.5 mil, what I would argue as around 5.5 mil. Maybe you knock it down to 5 mil to make it even. So we started episode 1 with 1 million Pokeyen. We're now sitting at around 5 million Pokeyen in value. So I'd say we're doing a pretty damn good job. That's actually shockingly good. And I've always said there's so much room in 2012 Pokemon for flips, but it's also a great thing to collect. It's just 2012 Pokemon are awesome, dude. So I will see you guys in episode 3. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. Make sure to like it if you did, dislike if not, subscribe to the channel for daily PokeMMO uploads. Follow the Twitch links down below for streams Monday through Thursday at 12 p.m. ET. Discord's down below, and if you want to go above and beyond and support the channel, YouTube memberships, Twitch Primes, Twitch subs, and PayPal's like Venmo donations do help out a ton. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. I'll see you guys later. Peace, Reno.
Hey, thank you so very much for watching until the very end of the video. That means the world to me. And if your name is listed here, you're the reason I'm able to do this in the first place by going above and beyond and supporting the channel via YouTube memberships and Twitch Primes. Thank you so much. Have a great day.